Real estate agents. Now, if you want to get more buyers from your listings, then this is exactly what you need to do. Guys, gone are the days where you need to rely solely on property portals, but I understand that's all you've known. But let me walk you through the best ways for you to then utilize AI to help you get more quality buyers. What's going on, my real estate family? My name is Wanile Mr. W. I've worked with over 500 plus agents facilitating over 2,000 deals. If you want to go check out more information about me, my team, and what we do, check the link in the description and you can go see everything there. Now let's jump straight into the video. So guys, I'm going to walk you through a simple process that we use to help our clients get multiple quality buyers, especially cash buyers, on autopilot. Yes guys, on autopilot. Gone are the days where you have to only just rely on portals that aren't necessarily giving you all the information that you need. So listen very carefully. Now our process is very simple. Okay, we like to use a process where it's going to help us attract, qualify, and book automatic appointments. Now, this process may sound simple, but there's a lot of moving parts, so you need to listen very closely. Make sure you've got a pen and a pad. So first things first, when it comes to attraction, what we like to do is that we like to run ads purely on Meta. Why? Because it's helping us stand out for the client. Now, why do we like to utilize Meta? Now, the reason why Meta for us is very powerful is because Meta has an AI algorithm that tracks and looks at your customers' user activity. So I'm pretty sure this has happened to you in the past where you're looking for a product and then next minute you start to see a product everywhere you go on Meta. That is not by coincidence. Meta's AI is constantly tracking your everyday activity. So with these potential buyers, because they're also looking at portals, Meta already knows that they're looking at portals, which means that if they fit your avatar, if they fit your dream client, right? Of course, if you set it up correctly, then your listing will pop up on that potential buyer's feed. Now, why is this also important? Well, guess what? Your property is going to be the only one that's going to be shown for that moment or for that period of time on your potential buyer's newsfeed on their phone. Whereas if they go into a property portal, guess what they're seeing? They're seeing hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other competitors. So it's hard for you to stand out. So we like to utilize Meta because it already knows exactly who to target. And then number two, it's going to ensure that your listing pops up on their feed, and 9 times out of 10, yours will be the only one that they'll see within a specific time frame or period of time. Now, the reason why this is also important is because we want to prompt them to click on that ad. Why? Because if that property matches their description, we want them to take an instant decision to click on it so that they can either go check out the property specs and ultimately book in an appointment with you. So once they click on that ad, okay, which what we like to do with our ads is I like to do a grid ad image. So grid ad image is basically like 4 or 5 different images in one, where we're highlighting the backyard of the property, maybe some inside specs and outside property. If you can add as much blue skies as possible, Meta really likes that. Those are the type of ads that work quite well. And our offer really is that if they want to get more specs and book an appointment, they need to click on the link. Now, that is an easy way for us to get more clicks and getting more people to actually book an appointment. Because the more people that we can actually get to click on that link, the better. One more thing I want to also add in, which is a bonus tip, is in our ads, we want to ensure that we are appealing to every type of buyer, whether it's a first-time home buyer, whether this is an investor, whether this is a couple, whether it's a young professional. I want to make sure that I'm speaking to every single type of customer so that when they see my ad, they're like, yes, and they click on it. So once they click on that ad, normally, right, what we like to do is that we have AI callers or AI agents that will then have that conversation with the buyer because we have integrated our SynthFlow with that ad. And that's a software that we particularly use to get a lot of our clients qualified buyers, because those AI agents will then have conversations with those buyers. Now, the AI agents sound very human, okay, and they'll have really good quality conversations. To go check out an example, click on the link in the description, my Instagram page, you actually see what that looks like. I have a conversation with one of my localized one. So the reason why that is important is because I understand buyers are liars. So it's always good to have an AI agent to be that middle person to then qualify them and ensure that we're speaking to the right person with high intentions to actually moving forward. So that is one option. Now, for those who maybe don't know how to set up AI agents, or for those who may not have the budget to set up AI agents, then the next option is that you want to take them through a series of questions. Normally what we'll do is that we'll either use a form or use a landing page, to ask them a series of questions. Are they pre-approved, etc., so that at least we can get an idea of their intention. Now, it's not to say every person is going to go through that step, but the people that do signal a high level of intent to move forward. Now, once they're done filling out that questionnaire form, the last step ultimately is to get them to book an appointment with you and also sending them the property specs, because remember, they clicked on that link because they wanted property specs and they also wanted to potentially book an appointment. Now, this appointment doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a viewing. Okay, it's more from a perspective of you having a conversation with them to really get an understanding in terms of what exactly are they looking for. Now, this is perfect if you don't have an AI agent, but if you have an AI agent, the AI agent will take care of all that for you. And then the AI agent will be able to then qualify the right people and then get you the right viewings. Okay. But if you don't have an AI agent, the landing page, asking the right questions, and then getting them to book an appointment or send them a direct WhatsApp afterwards so you can have a conversation with them works pretty well. Now, why is this important? Guys, this is super important because now you're automating this entire process and it's a lot faster and quicker. Because here's the thing, when you're attracting the ad, when you're attracting the buyer from running ads on Meta, this is going to help you get thousands and thousands of clicks. That those thousands of clicks don't mean that they're going to turn into buyers. And I think many agents just have this perspective of, oh, I tried to do Meta ads, it didn't work. Yeah, because you didn't have a full-on proven process. You probably ticked one box out of 50. Okay, every single step needs to be perfect. And I think that's the reason why most agents struggle, is because they only tick 1 out of 50 boxes when you actually need to tick every single box 50 times. Okay, and that is the reason why we have been in the space for about 7 years, making sure that we perfect ticking those boxes. So what we then particularly do for our clients is that we will make sure that the ads are set up, we connect it to a landing page or connect it to an AI agent and then get them to book an appointment. And because we've been doing that for over 7 years, we already know exactly what works and what doesn't work. Now, of course, AI is recent when it comes to AI agents, but even landing pages still work quite well. And we have a lot of clients that utilize that. So if you want to find out more information in terms of how we can possibly help you build your own system to then help you get more quality buyers, whether it's from the traditional landing page side, from a modern perspective, or if you're looking for AI agents, click on the link in the description below. My calendar's there, and then we'll see exactly how we best can help you. But guys, trust me when I say that AI is definitely taking over. It's not going to take over real estate agents, but the real estate agents that do utilize AI will then take over. I'll see you guys in the next one.